tough team loss. We did it all together out there. Not happy. Everybody deserves better than that. The players in that locker room deserve better. I thought the first half we executed, pretty good. I think 0 turnovers in the first half except for a punt return. I don't know, you guys watched probably up in the press box. They get the ball 3-yard line. We're up at the half. It's a back and forth game against a good football team. ACC competition. And we didn't execute well enough in the second half. We talked about finishing. We didn't finish. We had 2 turnovers, 1 in the red zone, 1 coming out, and 2 turnovers in the second half. Put the game away. And we just did execute. Put Cole in there just to see if we can get a spark, and that spark didn't happen either. And, we got to play better. We got to execute better. I think we executed better than we did a week ago, if you can imagine that. But in 60 minutes execution, and again, it's coaches and players. It's us as a team. And we'll stick together. It's one ACC game. You guys can watch the ACC and see who goes down. All our goals are still in front of us, and we're going to tell them to play. We got to get better. Questions?
Pat, with the decision to pull Eli, I guess what does that do for the position moving forward?
We'll go into next week, and I still say Eli's our starting quarterback, and it's what it is. He threw 2 picks in the second half, and it's tough. We get a big explosive pass, which we had some explosives today, which was great to see. Throwing the ball down the field and making some shots, giving our receivers a chance. We throw a short pass and get a pick down on it. We got the ball at the 4-yard line, I think. Maybe we should run it, keep it on the ground, whatever. I thought when we did run it, we had success. But there's times we got to make more plays.
What was the interaction like between either you and Eli or Kate and Eli once that happened, once you pulled from the game?
I just grabbed Eli and said, hey, listen, just sit out and watch this next series. And I think anytime the quarterback throws 2 picks, gets in his head, I just play the league. And just we'll see if we get smart.
What was the reaction like from him?
Eli was fine. He was fine. He's a team guy. He gets it. He's hard on himself. He understands what we expect.
What did the referee say on that? I guess catch interference call was he back in the
Don't know.
This is the second straight game you've had a tough point lead in the second half, and then it's slipped away. I mean, obviously Louisville ran a lot of plays on offense. Do you think the defense was gassed or anything like that?
Yeah, they had the ball for 40 minutes. Our offense had the ball for 20 minutes. In the first half, we had 3 3-and-outs, I believe. And we came out in the second half and had another 3-and-out. Too many 3-and-outs. You got to move the sticks. We talked before the game. You can't go 3-and-out. Puts our defense in a bad position. Defense played a lot of reps. I thought defense played solid. I mean, we're pretty loose in coverage at times. Jamon McIntyre being out didn't help us any in the second half. We got to make more plays.
Cap, what was the problem, or what was going wrong on 3rd down throughout the afternoon? I don't think you converted one until Cole was in the game.
Yeah, I don't. That's bad. It's awful. 3rd down. We got to practice a lot of 3rd down. I don't get it. We'll look at the videotape. Probably have more answers for you on Monday, but we didn't execute well.
Pat, you guys started off the first quarter pretty solidly offensively. What happened that it started to kind of start fizzling out?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you'll look at it, and I thought getting the first drive, we went down the field, and again, we still kicked the field goal. We dropped a pass on 3rd down to Malachi Flats, which is the first down. Should be a touchdown drive. And we don't execute. We don't make plays when we got an opportunity, an easy catch, and we got to execute.
It seemed like Juelz and Jabari were giving you some good runs there. Do you feel like you guys ran the ball enough today?
I don't know if we ran it enough. I'll look at the tape. I thought we did have some good runs in there. And then you get a good run, then we got a holding call on it, which, I don't know about that. But, you put yourself behind the sticks, you put yourself in 3rd and long instead of 3rd medium, 3rd and short, you're going to have problems.
How close was Gadsden Pike today?
What's that?
How close was Gadsden Pike today?
He was close.
There aren't any good turnovers, but Eli's turnovers, one at the goal line last week, one at the goal line this week. You had one, I think, Central Michigan, and then one today where it's just a linebacker right in front of him. Are they more concerning because it seems like he's just not seeing it and he's making those crucial situations?
Yeah, they're all concerning down in the red zone. When you're in scoring position, you can't throw the ball. It's simple. We got to be better. Cade's got to be better. And our quarterback got to be better.
I know it's hard to find positive things in the coaching, but it's had to improve.
defense would play well, but he was a football player, made a lot of plays, he plays with emotion, he plays with an attitude, and, I love that guy.
There were a couple times on fourth down in the second half, we called a timeout. I think the one time you had the punt team out, called the team timeout, send the offense back
Yeah.
out. Were there communication issues?
No communication, you know, I said punt the ball, and then after I thought about it, I said, we're gonna go for it, we gotta go for the win, I just didn't have a whole lot of confidence in punting, make sure we get the ball back, and, you know, how much time we got, I didn't know if we get another possession, so I wouldn't take advantage of the possession. I figure if we get beat there, then we got, you know, defense got the ball back, you know, which was more time, which had more timeouts.
Was it, always kind of said that Cole, if you had to go to another quarterback, than Cole, was there any consideration for Mason?
Yeah, there's always consideration for both of them, but, you know, we'll look at that going forward as well.
Couple more. All good?
Anything else? All right, thanks.